What's up, guys? It's Jordan. You know my philosophy is to train for life. We aren't trying to take shortcuts. We're not trying to cram in our training. We're trying to spread it out over decades to keep training year after year and to come back stronger and better than ever. But I also realize sometimes we have short-term goals, some event or need that we have to look and feel our best. And we only have a short amount of time to do it. Maybe it's a wedding or a vacation. In my case, I have a specific Halloween character in mind. Today is September 28th, so I've got 4 to 5 weeks to prepare. I need to burn 10 pounds of body fat and add about 1 to 2 pounds of muscle to bulk up and lean out to fully embody the character I want to portray. Currently, I'm sitting at around 12% body fat. I'd like to bring that down to sub 10. Now, this is not a permanent thing. This is not something I want for the rest of my life. The lowest body fat percentage I've ever had was 6.8%. And let me tell you something. That is not sustainable, at least not for me, not in a fun way. We need stored energy. We need fat on our bodies so that we can train heavy and hard in the gym, so that we can push through long bouts of endurance. If you have no stored energy, you're relying 100% on the fuel that you're feeding your body. I don't want to live that way. I'm an 80-20 rule guy myself. So how am I going to make this transformation in 4 weeks? By focusing on 4 key areas. Number 1, the training. High volume supersets to trigger hypertrophy, going up a 5-rung ladder. My heaviest set will be 5 to 10 reps depending on the exercise. Then I switch to a second superset and come back down the ladder, starting out with the heaviest set, lowering the weight as I work my way down. That's all the lifting we do that day. Weight training days to trigger hypertrophy with 8 minutes of high intensity interval Tabata training tacked onto the end for that maximum caloric burn. The alternating days will be active recovery, walking, jogging, maybe hiking out in a place like this, giving us some form of activity for all 7 days. The second area to focus on, nutrition. I'm sticking with classic bodybuilding muscle food on this. Think chicken, brown rice, and broccoli, a peanut butter banana protein shake for breakfast, and a Huel shake before bed. Simple nutrition that's easy to stick to. It may get bland and boring, but this is not a long-term program. This is specifically a 4-week sprint from one point to the next. Third area, hydration. This level of training is going to require more than fresh water. So I'll be drinking anywhere from 1/2 to 1 whole gallon of my do-it-yourself electrolyte blend throughout this entire process. I'll link a video up here so you can get the recipe if you want to try it for yourself. Fourth and finally, rest and recovery. This is the most important part. I won't be setting a wake-up alarm, I'll be setting a bedtime alarm. We tear down the muscle during the training session. We fuel it with our nutrition and our hydration to make sure we have the raw materials and the energy required to rebuild the muscle. And during sleep is when the repair process actually takes place. You cannot skip this. So I don't plan to. I'm shooting for 8 to 10 hours of sleep every night. Very simple, very basic, very fundamental process to burn fat and build muscle. If you haven't already, subscribe to the channel and follow along. I'll keep you updated throughout the process, and at the end, I hope to have a pretty cool little transformation video for you. My name is Jordan. I've been training for over 20 years, and one thing I've learned is that we move through seasons of life, and that means we need to move through seasons of training. So whatever your goals are today may be different next year or next decade, and it's important that you find something that you can stay consistent with and that actually will get you the results you want. So if you want to see how this plays out for me, stick around, and I'll see you in the next video. That's about 12%, right?